How's it going, everyone? Minuteman Hunter here. Hope everyone's been having a blessed weekend. Glad to see, for all of those online who's been making the Azure Rathalos armor. Congrats for those of you who've been getting lucky and has been getting blessed. I myself would like to say I did make the chess piece. I'd also like to call out that in one of my videos, I believe I did make a small mistake. I thought you could only get the fire attack on grade 6. No, you get the fire attack as soon as you make it, so you don't need to upgrade this to grade 6, but obviously if you are looking for additional defense and you have the parts, be my guest. The point of today's video, getting a phone call, let's ignore that for now. The point of today's video is essentially just to talk about weapons, specifically Azure Rathalos weapons. Are they worth it? Now, Azure Rathalos weapons are essentially weapons of high attack and lower element. So if you're looking at the regular Rathalos sword and shield, right? If you see good grade 5, already 361, 232, significantly more element. What you want to look at is final what the final progress would look like, right? At grade 10 level 1, you will have 1200 attack and 1142 element, essentially. I like rounding, so please don't mind me. Versus the Azure Rathalos, you'll have 1682 attack and 605 element, so significantly lower element. I would point out that this does come with special boost, which is pretty cool if you're looking for that to maximize special boost without finishing the armor, while the regular Rathalos comes with air plugs, and hair protection is pretty great because some of those time differences you have are monsters screaming to slow you down depending on what weapon you're using, right? Now, I want to highlight two things. If the Azure Rathalos weapon came with some crit or essentially affinity bonuses like the Barrioth weapon does, then I would definitely say invest in it, because you can see, especially with crit boost, you're getting like 130% additional damage. Essentially, you're getting more than double your damage, right? So with a weapon that already has built-in crit like the Barrioth, I can see it worth it because crit applies to both element and physical attack. With the Azure Rathalos armor, you only get crit boost. You don't really get crit up, so you'll have to essentially mix and match using the arms and the the arms and the waist. So the best way to build using the Azure Rathalos elemental weapon would be the arms, the waist, which you'll automatically get 2 levels of special boost when you upgrade it to grade 8, because you'll get special boost from the waist, and you'll also get special boost from the the words escape me. You'll also get special boost from the weapon, from the weapon, right? And that's just 2 pieces. Then you can mix and match to see if you want to continue getting fire attack up. But of course, we're talking about utilizing crit boost, so you would essentially end up using crit boost armor, which would come from the Kulu, I believe the helmet and the legs. Kulu helmet comes with crit eye and lock on, so that's essentially, what is that, 10% affinity right off the bat, right? And then if you put on the legs, you'll get another 5% affinity right off the bat. But if you want to really only maximize the amount of crits you can get, you might want to look for weakness exploit instead of critical eye. So if you're looking at weakness exploit, you're going to go back to the Rathalos set. So we know that the arms and the waist comes with crit boost, right? Unfortunately, the Rathalos legs weakness exploit is grade 6, so you can get that, but weakness exploit is by far the best. When you're hitting a weak spot, which for most monsters is their head or their tail, sometimes you won't get the weak spot until you break apart, like Rattlebond. It's a guaranteed 20%, right? So 20, 25, 30%. So if you can get like a level 3 weakness exploit while you have on crit boost, you'll see that your damage and output goes up crazy. So you're looking at the Rathalos legs and the Rathalos chest, automatic craziness on crit boost, you'd get 30% weakness exploit, and you'd be rocking, hold up, you'd be rocking a level 3 crit boost, which is 140% damage multiplier. So I don't have all the parts to make out and test this set yet, unfortunately, but I'm definitely throwing some ideas at you guys who's been able to go out there and hunt consistently, right? We haven't even talked about helmet yet. So we can take a look at the Rathalos helmet. That's just an attack boost up, which we really don't need. But you'll get weakness exploit level 2 and weakness exploit level 3. With the essentially just the Rathalos pieces alone, you'll have weakness exploit level 3 and crit boost level 3, which is technically mind-blowing if you're looking at DPS. Now, just keep in mind, you don't need an elemental weapon to use that. I was just talking about the Azure Rathalos weapon because it has higher fire attack, and by the time, like, you won't see a lot of weapons go all the way up to, not higher, lower fire attack, higher raw attack, let me correct myself. You won't see a lot of weapons jumping to 1682 attack, right? Even most of the elemental weapon or non-elemental weapons, like for example Tobi Kadachi, who focuses more on attack than element when you compare it to Zenogre, only goes to 1293. Non-elemental weapons do go a little higher. Let's see. Oh, there is no Diablo Sword and Shield, is there? But we can take a look at a raw one. Right, this one is just a Barrioth one. You can see 1756. So it does go higher than Azure, but with no elemental boost. So you'd only be getting an additional affinity 140% on this attack alone, not on the elemental as well. So you can, you know, weigh the options, but you'll see that why still having an element, even though it's lower, can push that damage even higher than you would normally anticipate. But generally speaking, for those of you who love to use raw damage weapons, it's actually a great set, because even the affinity weapon that goes up to 1596, you'll be getting that crit on both the status and the attack. So I'm just, you know, just throwing that out there for you guys, that you'll have that, you know, you'll have that benefit. But is the Azure Rathalos weapon worth it? Which is, you know, back to the original question. I don't think it's worth it unless you have the additional resources, because obviously it'll just be set specific where you'll be able to up the special, you know, get double special boost, because it's 2 special boosts, 2 weakness exploit, and 2 special boosts, 3 weakness exploit, and 3 crit boosts. Now, what I didn't talk about was helmet. You could up the special boost on the helmet by, I believe, is it the pink Radiant helmet? Let me check it out before I say something. Well, the Black Diablo's helmet does give you Part Breaker level 2, but if you use the pink Radiant helmet, it's just another special boost, so you'll have 3 special boosts, so not really worth it. Regular Radiant helmet is health boost and poison attack, also not worth it. So we'd have to find another helmet. Maybe there's is it the Bombero? Is it Coma concentration on the helmet? Nope, that's tremor resistance and a recoil. So helmet's not really looking worth it right now. I guess I would just go with the Kulu helmet for essentially lock on and an extra crit. So you'll have 10% crit flat. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. You would have 10% crit flat on the helmet with lock on, because you want to keep the lock on skill so you can lock on to the weak parts. And then on top of the 10% crit, you'd have 30% crit on the weakness exploit. So essentially when you're attacking a weak spot, you have a 40% chance to crit with any weapon that you're using that has 0% affinity. Now, good news in that is if you're using dual blades, because I like to use dual blades, especially if you made the Black Diablo's dual blades. Is it Black Diablo's dual blades? It has negative 30% affinity. So if you were to upgrade these to max, grade 10 to get the 2200 attack, and you have that set that we just talked about, you'd actually be going into battle with a 10% affinity, which for Black Diablos is crazy, because these are some of the highest attack weapons in the game. You would lose the extra special boost, but still pretty cool. In any event, guys, I'm just brainstorming. I hope you guys like the video. Feel free to add any set ideas you guys may have, because I'm actually, you know, down to looking forward to Azure Apple's coming back so I can test that build out. So feel free to, you know, essentially add some sets on. Let me know what kind of ideas you guys have. It's especially great if you're using the barrier dual blades, because you'll get extra crit on top of that. So, you know, again, this game, guys, it's a endurance game is what I like to call it, or most people call it a lifestyle game. You're not going to make everything out right, so definitely make your favorites before your most efficiency. I see a lot of people there already at grade 10, 10-star monsters and 9-star monsters. You know, don't worry about where you're at. Some people still can barely pass 6-star monsters. Essentially, have some fun, hunt what you can. The drops will come. Some people get lucky, some people don't. But let me not rant on. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and drop your ideas in the video commentary, guys. Looking forward to seeing what kind of mix and match sets you guys make. Other than that, happy hunting. See you guys later.